Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Annie with What If Naruto was Goku Black's Reincarnation Part 2. So, let's get started. Naruto stood there, looking at the remains of the mist village. Naruto started to laugh. Stupid mortals, they actually thought they could hurt me, a god, someone superior to them. Even the Shinigami, a lesser god like himself, couldn't have hurt me. He should have known his place and stayed away. Like a good little god. I killed the bastard that actually lets some mortals control him. Actually makes deal with these lesser beings. He should just rip their souls out, Naruto says. But anyways, hopefully that Ninja Kage tells the others about my attack, because I'm really getting bored, Naruto says. A few days later, Mine was seen running as she had just gotten off a boat and was on the land of fire. She was close to Konohagakure, the Leaf Village, to inform the Kage that there was a monster that wants to destroy humanity, to inform him of Black. Konohagakure had just rebuilt from the past 2 years of destruction it had faced from the Nine Tails. The Nine Tails eventually got bored and left. She had reached the gates of the village. "Halt, Miss Shinobi! What are you doing here?" "Oh, it's you, Mrs. Kage, but you haven't booked an appointment." "I shall ask the Hokage if he is free to meet you," says the god. "Quick, I need to speak to Hokage," Mai says, now regretting to coming to the Leaf because she knew how hard it was to get an appointment. Even now they are still arrogant. She also remembered how the Nine Tails had destroyed the village and this is actually the weakest village, but maybe this way they will be able to listen. She remembers how the Nine Tails had destroyed this village when the Kage tried to sacrifice his son to destroy the beast. She felt sorry for her son, she did, but that boy should have known his place. As a shinobi and a Jinchuriki, it is his goal to be sacrificed for the good of his village, but she couldn't help but think the Hokage was stupid. Killing a Jinchuriki, that would just make his village weaker. How would they keep balance if the Leaf wouldn't even be a great nation anymore, since you need a Biju to be a great nation? Lord Hokage had allowed you in to talk to him, Mizukage-sama, said the shinobi as the Shinobi led her to the Hokage's office and she followed him in. Lady Mizukage, you wish to speak to me, Minato says. "Yes, Lord Hokage, I've got really bad news," Mai said as she explained everything. "You expect me to believe that? What if it's just a trap for you to lure my remaining shinobi into your ground to kidnap my bloodline users? You think I wouldn't know of such tactics? You're trying to lure my shinobi to your grounds and capture them, aren't you? And kill off the rest, so you can power up your village, especially since you're still recovering from the war. And even if you succeeded and we found out, with our diminished strength, we wouldn't even be able to fight back," Minato yelled. "I'm not lying, you could come and see the damage yourself," said Mai. "I don't," but Minato was cut off when a door slammed open and Dry came walking in. "Minato, I have some urgent." "Oh, hello there, sexy," said Dryer, noticing Mai, making Mai get uncomfortable as she backed up. "Dryer, what has you so worked up that you came barging into my office?" Minato yelled. "Oh yes, the prophecy, it's changed. This is bad. And the one the Toad told me is something horrendous," says Dryer, making Minato's eyes widen. "Mizukage, please leave the room. I need to have a speak with my shinobi. This is urgent business. I should speak to you at a later date," says Minato as Mai nodded and left. "What happened, Dryer?" Minato asked. "The prophecy is changed to but the betrayed one shall return. The betrayed one shall return, with one goal, death to all. In the end, mortal kind shall fall," Dryer says as Minato had a feared look on his face. The demon, he's gonna return. The demon, mortal kind. The way they're referring to us is lesser. Quick, what do we do, Dryer-sensei? Minato yells. "That's not all, Minato. The Shinigami was killed. The Toad Elder says it was by the same man mentioned by the prophecy. If you think that's Naruto, how powerful has he become? He's stronger than the Nine Tails, that means. They even destroyed a village, and it was the cause of the scary aura we felt," says Dryer. "Wait a minute, the Mizukage came here saying her village was wiped out. Do you think that he was the one to wipe out the mist? The same person in the prophecy? If so, we need to attack with the other great nations. I'm gonna call Kage Summit," says Minato. with Naruto. Naruto was seen hovering over a town. This was the capital city of the Land of Water, the place where the Water Lord lived. Naruto heard mortals screaming as he saw mortals running and guards of the Water Lord surrounding Naruto, as well as a few samurai left. "Come down here, monster. You will pay for the deaths you have caused in this land," says the Water Lord's guard captain. "How dare you, a mortal, command me, a god? This is why I hate mortals. It's like you don't know your places. You should just roll over and die for me," Naruto says. "How dare you, monster. Die," says the guard as a samurai and the guard start firing kunais and jutsus at Naruto, to which Naruto puts up his hand and shielded himself with a barrier. Naruto flew towards the samurai and made a keyblades. "You mortals think you're superior using pieces of scrap. Let me show you how a true god fights. Truly pathetic, needing help from metal. But then again, you are mortals, and what would you expect from bugs? I don't need pieces of junk to engage in the arts you call kenjutsu, because mortal, I can just make it out of energy, my own energy," Naruto says. "How dare you, you narcissistic bastard. You dare call us mortals and yourself a god? There's only one god and he was the sage of 6 paths," yells the ninja, angering Naruto. "How dare you claim that descendant of an alien is a god? Just because he has powers doesn't make him a god. For that claim, mortal, I shall make this a painful one," Naruto says as he charges at the samurai, cutting his left arm off, making him scream as he stabbed him in the guts, making him scream out even more louder. Then he cut off the second remaining arm, making him scream louder and louder as he cut off the legs as well. Naruto then pierced his vital parts, making the shinobi drop down as he slowly bled out and died painfully. The others stared in shock and horror. The strongest samurai, with the power to match Itachi Uchiha, was taken down. Naruto saw the shock and simply cut them down, as he didn't want to waste any more time looking at these dirty mortals, and left them to bleed out. "Monster, demon, murderer," was what was heard from the people, from the civilians remaining. Naruto looked at them as he started to laugh. At one point in his life, when he was a mortal, he would have cared about people's opinion. Calling him demon, monster, murderer would have hurt him. But now, it just doesn't affect him because he knows he's a god. Naruto hovered above the town. "You call me such names, which are wrong. I'm justice, I'm God. I'm the one who shall return this universe to the way it once was, beautiful and without mortals," Naruto says. A few days have passed since Naruto massacred the whole water country. We now go to the land of iron, where we see a tall building. The Kages and their guards were seen walking into the building. A while later, the 5 Kages were assembled and were sitting on their seats. "Namakaze, why have you called us? The Leaf is no longer a great village, therefore has no place here," says Oniki, making Minato and the rookies grit their teeth. "Damn you, Naruto, look at what you have done. Before, nobody would have the guts to talk to us like this, and now, because of you, this is how that stupid Oniki talks to me." Minato thought as Oniki smirked, seeing Minato clench up. "We have information about an SSS rank criminal," says Mai, interrupting. "Mizukage, are you stupid? Going to the Leaf for aid? You're going to ally yourself with them? That doesn't seem to be the right motive for you," the Raikage says, not wanting the Leaf to get allies. "The Mist isn't allying with anyone. It doesn't exist anymore. The SSS rank criminal destroyed it with a single energy blast from his hands. He didn't even charge up. It was just quick and instant. He was the source of the deadly aura I know you sense throughout the entire elemental nations. His goal is to wipe out all of humanity. He thinks himself a god," says Mai. "That can't be true," says Oniki. "Send your shinobis and check the land of water. Everybody there is dead," Mai says. "Fine, but if we're lying, the Leaf and his allies will pay," said A. "Any other information you have? Let me remind you, Hokage Mizukage. Information of any criminals above S rank and over cannot be hidden by any village. You will be questioned, and if any information found incorrect or hidden, there will be sanctions, but in your case, Hokage Mizukage, you will be destroyed," Mifune said, as he was the Lord of the Land of Iron and neutral territory. That is not all. We have been told by the toads that the man is destined to bring the end of mortal kind. We have also been informed that he has slayed the Shinigami, says Minato. Suddenly a black vortex opened up and a few figures came out. When the Kage saw who it was, they got into a fighting stance. Akatsuki, what are you doing here? Yells A. Surrender yourself, yells Oniki. You have made a mistake coming here. I won't let you have Shukaku, yells Gara. You don't understand, there's a situation bigger than the Akatsuki. You need to leave. You're not the biggest threat anymore, Mai yells. So we meet again, Masked Man. You're the reason why the Nine Tails and Naruto, the failure, destroyed the village and made us get mocked 2 times. Tell me why I shouldn't have you executed now. Minato yells with rage. Well, because Hokage, we are here to help. We do not wish to destroy the world, contrary to belief. Yes, destroy the shinobi system and bring forth peace. But we can't do that with that monster here. So we're in a temporary truce, Pain says. Yahiko, is that you? Jiraiya says. No, Jiraiya sensei, it's Nagato, Nagato says as he explains everything. This was planned by Toby to earn their trust. So the Akatsuki wishes to ally with us then. Just how dangerous is this enemy, says Gara. Strong enough, the Shinigami feared him. Our spy told us when he was near the fight that the Shinigami had charged recklessly out of fear and just got himself killed, said Obito, who was known as Toby. Itachi yelled Sasuke. As Sasuke rushed towards him, Itachi's dodge slapped him, sending him flying back. Sakura charges at Itachi. How dare you hurt my Sasuke-kun? She yells, only for her to freeze up as she starts to scream as Itachi says, secure me. Remember who had a crush on Sakura, got into a fighting stance, while Minato felt sorry for Sasuke being manhandled since her mom's friend's son was embarrassed, also got into a fighting stance. Hokage, if your shinobi don't stop attacking ours, we will kill them. We believe that the great nations will rather ally themselves with us, people who have strength rather than a village on life support. Pain says. Minato grit his teeth, all these insults because of the failure Naruto, he thought. Memma, Mito, stand down, he ordered. But Dad, is Itachi the criminal? Memma says. Yeah, he killed Auntie Mikoto, which made Mommy cry, said Mito. I know, but we need them. We need all the warriors. He killed the Shinigami, don't you understand, you stupid children? Minato yells with a hint of fear in his eyes, not forgetting what happened when he sent his shinobi to check out what happened to the mist. With Naruto hovered above the sound village. He aimed his hand at 2 people. Now, Orochimaru Kabuto, you should die, you disgusting mortals. Of all of the mortals in this world, apart from Minato, Krishna, and the Leaf Village, you disgust me. All those experiments you've done, Naruto says as he shoots 2 ki blasts, killing them. Lord Orochimaru, yells Kidomaru. Shit, he's dead. But at least he had time to use his curse mark. We need to prepare, yells Taya. Quick, get the village on alert, said Kidomaru. No, you mortals, you shall all die here, Naruto says as he aimed a blast at the village, destroying it. Back at the Kage, Sasuke fell over as his curse mark started burning and burning as it started to take over his body. Oh no, Orochimaru is attempting a takeover, says Jiraiya. What do you mean Orochimaru might be desperate, but he's not desperate enough to take over Sasuke with Minato-kun here, yells Krishna. Yeah, Dad will kill the snake, even if he is in Sasuke's body, yells Menma, with Mito nodding. Well, he is, Jiraiya says as the blade penetrates Sasuke's head. Looking around, they saw Mifune with a throwing gesture. You killed Sasuke-kun, yelled Ino and Sakura, who rushed at Mifune, but Mifune dodged, punching them both to the ground. Itachi looked mad but calmed himself down. The alliance needed to happen, but he swore he would personally kill Mifune afterwards. Sasuke's head then started to heal as his left eye warped into the Rinnegan and the other into the EMS Sharingan. Sasuke, what's going on? Sakura yelled, rushing towards him and hugging herself on him, also rubbing herself against him. The Sage of 6 Paths. I met him. He warned me. He gave me the Rinnegan to stop him, Sasuke says, as he explained how he's the reincarnation of Indra, the son of Sage of 6 Paths, and how he gave him the Moon Seal and the Rinnegan to kill Black. Hokage-sama. Black is Achida Do, Naruto Uzumaki, who wants revenge on you the most, but he also wants to kill off humanity and every single mortal being in the universe, Sasuke says, dropping the shell. What? Yells Mito. The demons returned? Sasuke's better than him. He has the Rinnegan. We're safe, yells Sakura. No way that failure can be that strong, yells Menma. Menma's still better, yells Hinata. Fuck, that demon won't leave us alone, He somehow comes back from being dead, yells Krishna. Naruto, I shall get my revenge for what you've done to the leaf, yells Minato. Damn demon, he destroyed a prophecy, my life's work. I shall destroy him, yells Jiraiya. Useless demon should have died, yelled Tsunade. So another one of Leaf's fuck-ups. How many more fuck-ups would you do? First Madara, then Orochimaru, and now your own son. It seems that Leaf can't help but create high-level criminals. Perhaps you should find a good shinobi way. Obviously, you don't know how to train your shinobi. The will of fire just creates evil, mocks Oniki. I agree, Minato. This cannot be going on anymore. After that, the Leaf will be put in check by the great nations. You shall be a lesser mercenary village, he says. You will be working for other villages. The Leaf village will have to pay off his debt. It owes my village a huge debt, yells Goro. If it wasn't for you acting big and trying to destroy the balance of the world back in the Ninetales, my village will still be here, yells Mai. But guys, that's all for today. Peace.